People have been underestimating me my entire life, thinking that my silence and my sweet affect, my smile and my agreeable nature was an invitation to lecture me, teach at me, dump on me, reveal themselves to me because I'm open, because I'm curious, because I'm willing to listen. People go off. And have been polite up till now, accommodating up till now, abused up till now. Not that long ago, anyway. I am a recovering codependent. I think codependency is more gnarly than its counterpart, narcissism. And these labels are helpful until they're not. The labels are helpful until they're not helpful. We will eventually transcend all the labels. They do serve. They do serve. To label oneself, to label another in order to move through the energetics that are in your nervous system, the beliefs that are in your habituated mental responses. I think more than anything, I'm sitting here to connect with the givers, those who call themselves empaths, are empathetic, are sensitive, been told they're too sensitive, too emotional. The givers. People are empathetic because they were traumatized at a different place and time, and they've developed maladaptive coping skills, behaviors, energetics to scan constantly, leave their center and scan the environment to make sure they're safe. And there are characters in this simulation that know that and know how to mask, how to use glamour, how to excite an empathetic person to not go looking for their center, to leave their center, to think that their center is of no real concern, that service is the key, service to other, oh yeah, sure. And there's a spell of glamour. Don't you want what I have? That gets whispered and sprinkled around the field of an empath, and it's exciting, it's connecting, a sense of belonging, and we allow ourselves to be used as fuel, as food for another energetic instead of our own. We do it willingly, mainly unconsciously. We are a traumatized society. I'm going to keep harping on it because honestly, I don't know what else to do. I am of service to the heart, your heart, my heart, the heart of God. I say that enough. It's clear. People know. They have an idea of the work that needs to be done, and they don't have the desire, willingness, urgency, bravery, courage, support, sense of safety, enough to get in there. And so we're watching this collapse. It may feel like an internal collapse, it may feel like a family collapse, it may feel like a societal collapse. There is a system that is breaking down. There is another system that is emerging, arising through the center of the breakdown. I'm a part of it. I'm calling out from the center of it. If you have not found your feet on a healing path, you are at risk. You are at risk, at great risk, in the most intimate, personal, spiritual sense. And it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't need to be that way. I have walked with so many friends to the entrance of the cave of their greatest fears, and they have simply not been able to enter, to face themselves, to face their own demons, to face their shadows. And they allow distraction, they allow numbing, they allow the glamour, they allow a different pull, they allow for numbing. They feed it. They feed it, and what they have left, they feed to other people. And this is why so many of you are feeling unwell, not like yourselves, not alive, in need. And I'm pointing you to your heart. I'm pointing you to the breath. I'm pointing you to Source. I'm just pointing. If you're talking and you don't know what you're talking about, why are you talking? If you're talking at someone, you don't know what you're saying or how long you've been saying it, it might be kind to pause for everybody, mainly for you, and to ask yourself, what's all the chatter about? We are terrified to feel our way. We are terrified to face the demons that are alive and well in our minds. The mind is not meant to race. The mind is not meant to be as busy as it is. It's not meant to be so easily distractible, my loves. That is not a natural state. That is not a healthy mind. We are addicted. I'm preaching at you. Yeah. And I'm speaking from my own experience, and I'm speaking from a place finally of well-being. Somebody with the quality of presence that I have doesn't get here accidentally. If someone has a willingness to presence you, you might want to pause and humble yourself and get quiet and get curious. Wow, this feels amazing. What's this about? How did this happen? What are they doing? What's going on with them? What have they been up to? I'd like some of this for myself. It's not okay to try to plug in to another human being to get their goods. And it's happening all the time. I'm watching people do it all the time. People still try and do it with me. Plug in, siphon, steal, get their nourishment, their Scooby snack from me, from another person. It's rude. It's detrimental. Talk about cannibalism. Leeching of soul energy. We are all already connected to Source. This human drama that's playing out, this game, the simulation, however you want to think about it, this matrix, this 3D reality, it is a fraud, and it is set up to keep us separated from our truth, from our sovereignty, from the power inside. God, Source, is already here. Where are you? Where are you? You sweet human, you sweet small self. Why are you fighting so much? You don't need to. There is support. There are safe places. Are you willing to eat some humble pie, to stop feeding off of people who really care about you? Are you willing to look into the shadowy places? Are you willing to face your demons? They're not mine, they're yours. I've wrestled mine. My mind is peaceful. My mind is quiet. My mind is fertile ground now for creative flow. There is music, there is poetry, there is spoken word, there is comedy coming out. There is such an ability in my experience now to draw on nourishment from source energy anytime I want it. We have been victims long enough. You have been victimized, traumatized, abused long enough. You got to find the strength in your own voice to say, enough, stop it, leave me alone. I've got some work to do. And get to it. Get to it. Get to it. I love you. I'm here for you. It's time to call out the bullshit and the things that are impeding your growth, your freedom. It's time. It's beyond time. If you're not well, if you're not harmonized, if your central nervous system is fried, that's what you're contributing to the collective. That's what's causing this reality to be as it appears. War-filled, disease-ridden, disconnected, addicted, distracted. You think it's outside of you? My love, it's your contribution to the collective. If you're not contributing peace and harmony and balance, possibility, creativity, well-being, then that's not what you're contributing. You can. You have the power. You have the resources. You might just need some hand-holding. You might just need some encouragement. I did. I'm calling for the better part of you, the champion inside of you, the person who might be listening 12 minutes into this conversation. We need you, ripe, ready to pop, to take yourself to the next level. We don't need that many, but we need the strong-hearted ones to really come alive. I'm with you, I'm for you, I had help, you have help. None of us are in this alone. Call on grace, call on compassion, call on the courage of your sacred heart. It will come. It will come. May this message serve as a reminder, my love. It's time to arrive. We are held.